friends. Welcome back to the Lovely Stranger Tarot. My name is Jasmin. I'm a Pisces Sun, Scorpio Moon, and Aquarius Rising. And my cat is running around like crazy. First of all, I really would like to thank you so much for 250 subscriptions. I really appreciate it, and I really love you guys. And yeah, please, if you have not yet but watch my videos regularly maybe, then please subscribe. If not, it's okay too, but of course I like to see the channel grow. And yeah, I'm so happy right now. This is a milestone that I reached so far, and yeah, I'm really happy. Thank you very much. But now back to the reading. Today's topic is a non-love related one, and today's topic is, what is your life purpose? We have 4 piles here. The first pile is the blue agate. The second pile is the citrine. The third pile is a raw fluorite. A rainbow fluorite, I think. And the fourth pile is the opalite. So pretty. I'm so sad this is not really transferring how pretty this stone is. If you need more time, then please stop the video here and really ground yourself so you can pick the right pile, okay? So take a deep breath, or 2 or 3, and just calm down and choose from your gut, okay? I will see you at your pile. Welcome back, pile number 1. As usual, I drew you some oracle cards as well as some tarot cards. Your oracle cards are animals. You understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance as the animals are part of your life's work. Protected. You are safe and supported while you change your career. Ghostlands. The Magic Guardian. Unlock the magic within. For your tarot, you have the 7 of Cups, the Hermit, the Hierophant. Hermit is coming now. 5 of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups, or here it's a Princess of Cups. Pile number 1. Let's go to the obvious. You have the animals card. So what you should do within your career, you should work with animals. This can be a lot of different yeah, you can do that in a lot of different ways, okay? Let's say you want to treat people with deficiencies, or I'm sorry, I'm just a little bit disturbed by my cats. They are playing in the background. I have my spirit animals right here, and they're playing and making a lot of noise. You should maybe have, let's say you're working in an office, then maybe you could bring a dog, let's say like an office dog, and this will improve the energy of the office, okay? I mean, of course it's not allowed everywhere, but maybe this is your turn, so that you make it possible, okay? Or let's say you want to open a cafe or a restaurant or something, and I mean, you could use like cats to improve the environment. There are cat cafes all around the world right now, and yeah, you know, people go there so they can cuddle with a cat. because they are not allowed in their home to have a cat or something. And yeah, this is a really nice way. You know, you have to intertwine like your profession with animals. So you know, so you can find a way. Let's say, or maybe if you, let's stay with the cafe example. You have a cafe, you open a cafe, and you allow dogs within the cafe, and maybe serve dogs also, like with self-baked treats or something like that. You know, find a way to intertwine animals into your work life. You know, if you want to treat people like with a deficiency or something like that, with people, you know, like they like, let's say, children that have problems with their speech patterns or something like that, then use a dog, or use some other animal, you know, like maybe horses or something. Horseback riding is very good with for kids with disabilities, and or like maybe dolphins, you know, maybe you want to train dolphins just so they can you know, the children can swim with them or something like that. So I think there are a lot of possibilities, not only the obvious like working in a zoo or train horses or something like that. Okay, you're very, very protected. I think you have a very, very strong guardian angel, or you're a very, very strong spirit guide. And I think sometimes this might be necessary, because I think sometimes you're just, yeah, I don't want to say like taking the wrong path, but you tend to roam around a little bit too much, like. You know, you are sometimes, whether in the past, you a little bit stick to the past, or you're right ahead your time, and you're thinking about the future. But what you need to do is be right here, okay? But I think you're so protected that whenever you go astray, that your spirit guides will lead you back to the path, so that everything will work out fine, okay? I mean, I think you're very, very good manifester. But the problem with manifesting is that you have to stay grounded in the now, so that it can work throughout the future, okay? So when you go astray, like let's say too much towards the future, or when you are stick to the past, then this magic cannot work properly, okay? Maybe you manifest negative things because some bad thing happened in the past and you stick to that. So yeah, you will take that to the future. So if you can, then try to be grounded in the now. Maybe try to meditate. This will help you. But like I said, I think you are very good in turning things around when they're not going like quite the way that you wanted. Then you're like, oh yeah, sure, I have to ground in the now, okay? And you listen to the spirit guides and everything is fine. Because I see you as a very, very spiritual person. We have the I mean, what's missing is the High Priestess, but we have the Hermit and the Hierophant. So the Hermit is kind of a monk, and the Hierophant is kind of a priest. So I think you're very, very spiritual person, and you're very much connected with your spirit guides. I think you have also a lot of options what comes through your connectedness to your spirit guides, okay? I think, I mean, I'm a Pisces, so maybe you are a Pisces too. And we Pisces tend to, yeah, you know, just like swim around and, you know, maybe think of something else, and then there is an opportunity, and yeah, we just get along with that, okay? And I think you could be a little bit like that too. You don't have to be a Pisces, but You know, I'm a Pisces, so I know how that is. And yeah, you know, you have a lot of options, and this is because you are very spiritual, and this is kind of, you are a little bit dreamy, I think. So you know, there is an opportunity drops to your feet, and I think you just take it. You don't think about it. This is what works best for you, okay? If you are not thinking too much, just like yeah, dreaming a little, I mean, this is fine. Dreaming a bit is totally fine. And it, when you do manifestation, then you have to dream. When you have a good imagination, this will help you very much so. And I think you have a lot of opportunities, and through your spirit, your connectiveness to spirit, you will have a lot of opportunities. Oh, the card fell. It's okay. And but I think because of your, yeah, your little bit too much of dreaminess, it can happen that sometimes you go through a phase of a little bit of lack. It's not necessarily that you are very poor, or that you are really yeah, like that you have problems to feed yourself and your family or something. It doesn't have to mean like this, but it's like sometimes your finances are not what you could have reached if you would have been you know, focused on the here and now, and not into the future, or into the past, okay? But I think, like, here we have again, I think you will, like, your spirit guides will always provide you with new beginnings and new opportunities, you know, in new little gifts. They gift you a lot of things, and I think your because of your smartness and your ability to manifest, you will see the opportunities, okay, and you will seize them every time they are presented to you, okay? Pile number 1, I hope this helped you a little bit, and you liked it. If so, then please leave a like, and maybe leave a comment if you yeah, if you think you are an animal lover and you want to integrate animals into your work life. And if not, it's okay, do, and I will see you next week. Bye! Hi, pile number 2. As usual, I drew you some oracle cards as well as some tarot cards. You have nutrition, counseling, heart guardian, summer, and flying. For your tarot cards, you have the Queen of Cups in reverse, the 8 of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands, and the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Pile number 2. Of course, the obvious cards here are counseling and nutrition. Counseling card says you heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathic ear. And the nutrition card says you conduct healing work with your culinary skills. You have those 2. Of course, I mean, there are dietitians. If you feel drawn to do that, this would include counseling and nutrition, like helping people gaining weight. Also, yes, some people want to gain weight, but losing weight. Some people want to lose weight or need to lose weight. Like, you could help them, or just improving people's health, like, let's say study a lot about foods, and write a book that is based on studies about health and food, the relationship with food, or you could help people with eating disorders like anorexia, or like binge eating disorder, something like that. Yeah, I think counseling is a very big part here, because we also have the heart guardian, and it says love and let yourself be loved. And when you have people that maybe they they are very unhappy with their weight, or let's say they have like a really sickness with like an eating disorder, then of course you need to be very, very empathic and very you have the skill to be very sensitive with people, and not to overbear them. Okay, so yeah, you have to love the people, so they can heal, and to do your best job. Okay, and you have summer, back and joy and light, and also the flying card, and these both are just like, enjoy what you're doing. And yeah, you have, like with the flying card, you have the ability to be very, very successful with that work. Okay, you can, the book says you can reach for the stars and you will find a star with your name on it. Okay, so maybe you will find a way, like to yeah, to live healthy, like a very respectable way that people will teach, like within the next 100 years or more. So that people be healthy again, like maybe very intense therapy for people with eating disorders, or maybe you find the reason. I mean, nobody knows why people, like, it manifests like like an eating disorder, how this actually manifests. And because eating actually is a something that we need to live, so why can there be disorders with that? So it's not fully clear why. So maybe you are the person that will be will find out how this or why this is manifesting, and why it isn't manifesting in somebody else or something like that. So yeah, and for the tarot cards, you have the Queen of Cups in reverse. I think right now, yeah, maybe you have a problem with being loved, maybe also with love, but being loved usually is the problem, because a lot of people cannot receive love. They can give love, but they are not able to receive love. And I think this is what you maybe need to work on. So because these are actually the same women, okay? Because the Queen of Cups is the one with the big heart, with the nurturing one, the loving one, the kind one, and this is the exact, the heart guardian is actually the Queen of Cups. So yeah, maybe you need to open up a little. Maybe you need counseling too. Only because you're a counselor, you could need help too with some issues that you have. Okay, so I think you should open up your heart, and then you can walk the path that is meant for you. Okay, and you're very good with communication. I think you are very good with your words. You can talk very clearly. You can communicate very clearly. People understand what you want to say. I think you can be like, you're a born teacher. When you talk, people listen and they understand what you want to tell them. Sometimes I think people don't understand what I want to tell. So maybe this is not my skill, but it's your skill, pile number 2. And I think you will learn your profession like from the scratch. Okay, I mean, we have I know it's in reverse, but we have the Three of Pentacles, and this is you know, the student card. Maybe you go to university, you will do research, you will talk to people, you know, you will learn everything from the scratch, and you will be very, very skilled within your profession. It can take time because the Knight of Pentacles, of course, is the slowest moving knight, but what he does has like a solid foundation. Okay, so you in your profession, you know, you will be like you will be seen as a very skilled, and you are, and you will be very, very successful in what you do because you have the Six of Wands. And I think you probably will do a lot of work alone. I mean, let's say you work for a university or something like that. Usually you have a team, but I think you probably will not work too much in a team because we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. This is the university card, but it also means collaborations. And you know, I think because these two are together, I think this means you will be more successful when you do the work on your own and not necessarily with other people, because maybe, I mean, it can have like a lot of reasons. I mean, sometimes people are not loyal, or maybe you're just best alone. Like maybe you are best on your own, and yeah, this is why you are then more successful. And my lovely dears, what I realized when I was laying the cards, every oracle cards has a creature with wings on it. You know, we have the angels, and then we have a bee, and then we have a Pegasus, and everybody has wings. So it might be that you will be traveling a lot, that you will fly around. Maybe you will have some that you will be like a speaker, you know, like you know, like that you will have a lot of presentations for people, and you fly like all around the world, and people want to hear what you have to say. So and maybe you will be very, very famous, you know, in that profession. So I think this is all I have for you, pile number 2. I wish you a lot of luck with your career, and if you liked it, then please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you next week. Otherwise, bye bye. Hi, pile number 3. As usual, I drew you some oracle cards as well as some tarot cards, and your oracle cards are options, trust, shaman, trust in higher forces, hermit, and slow and steady. For your tarot cards, you have the Six of Cups, the King of Swords, the Devil, the Queen of Cups in reverse, and the Nine of Cups. Pile number 3. Maybe you felt drawn to pile number 2 too, because there are a lot of similarities, and you know, you always know, you know, it's not coincidence. There is no coincidence. The Queen of Cups in reverse was also in pile number 2, as well as the Hermit card, and like similar, like the Shaman was the Hierophant, and maybe you would like to watch that pile too, because I have to tell you, and it seems to be always like in that kind of reading. I did one once again a few months ago, and there was also one pile that had no clear answer, and that was only like on a spiritual level and not like a concrete job or something. I couldn't name anything. And this is here very similar. I mean, we have the options card, and it says consider the career possibilities that are open to you. So I think you're a very talented person. You are very gifted in what you do, and I think you can choose a lot of professions. So if you are thinking about something in particular, then this might be your way of work. You have the trust card, and it says trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. So yeah, like I said, I think you have a lot of options, and I think you can do a lot. And I think this is very important that you follow your gut instinct and your spirit guides, so that you connect with your spirit guides that can lead you to the right path. And I think I think there are a lot of right paths for you. Okay, I think you can do a lot. It's like just up to you what you want to do. And of course, you have your spirit guides on your side, and it says with the shaman here, trust in higher forces, and you have the trust card too. Okay, so yeah, when you listen to your gut, when you connect with your guides, then they will lead you to the right path. And I think you're very protected from your spirit guides. When I see also the Hermit with the retreat and recharge card, you know, I see this cave here, and this somehow made me feel very protected. You know, I mean, of course, it's a cave, and it shields you from outer influences like rain, cold, something like that. And this is how you are protected. Like you're almost in a cave right now, but this is not necessarily a bad thing. This is a good thing, because this improves no, this protects you. I'm sorry. And we also have the slow and steady card, and I think right now you are more yeah, weighing your options, seeing like, oh, where might lie my talents, what is even like, what career paths are open to me. Okay, I mean, when you're bad at maths, then maybe you don't want to do a job with a lot of calculations. This might be not so good. So of course you have to see like, what can I do, what is open to me, and then you have to weigh your options. And this can take time. Like you see, yeah, slow and steady wins the race. This is how the saying is. And like you see, this is with a little house here. It's almost like the cave. It's your protection. I think you're a very, very protected person, and yeah, you're very talented, you're very protected, and I think you just need time to find out what you want to do, what is open to you, and then just take the chance, and you will get it. Okay. Maybe because you have the Six of Cups card, like maybe this is something what you want to do, that you are dreaming about since you are a little child, or maybe dreams that you already forgotten, or that you know that are buried somewhere, you know that have a real chance that you might have dismissed since childhood, like just like say, I want to be a model, let's say. You know, I want to be a model. When you was 6 years old, you wanted to be a model, and you know, you grew up, and then you were like, you know, I'm not like in that size, you know, like this, you know, like maybe you know, you're not tall enough, or you're too tall, or whatever. And but then now, you know, there opens an opportunity just to model. It doesn't have to be like full time, but it could be a side hustle that brings you a lot of money or something like that. And this can happen, you know. And we have the King of Swords. I think you're a very intelligent person. I think you have a lot of mental skills. You are very sharp, and you will just I think you will not have a problem to find your way, okay? Because you're very, very sharp. You know what's, you know, what's realizable. I hope this is a word. What is meant to be in reality, you know? You're not like too dreamy, and yeah, you just know this could be your path. If when you see it, okay, then you know it, just because you're very logical, very intelligent, and I think this is a skill of yours too. Then we have the Devil, and yeah, what is the Devil about? This is attachment. This is a little bit of unhealthy attachment. Maybe this is a fear of yours that is limiting you, because the Devil is also limiting beliefs. And you have the Trust card that crowns the Devil, and you also have the Shaman, right, that crowns the Devil, you know, right above it. So maybe you are just too afraid to make a decision, or you are just too afraid to take a step towards a dream or a goal, okay? And that could tie in with the Queen of Cups. You know, maybe you're just too busy with something else. Maybe you are helping a lot of people, and you are not following your own dream, and not following your own heart, but you maybe try to follow somebody else's path. Like maybe let's say your father says you will be a lawyer, and but you actually want to be a singer, and you know, and but you want to make the other person happy, so you try to be a lawyer, and you know, but this will make you unhappy. This make your Queen of Cups go into the reverse, okay? And you know, this is your I think this is your challenge here, to not attach to first the outcome, second other people too much, like their expectations of you. And I think you should trust your guides a little bit more. Maybe you're very fearful of what the future holds, but believe me, as soon as you let go your fear and just take an action, then everything will fall in place, because the last card is the Nine of Cups. So you know, your wishes will be fulfilled when you let go, when you do your spirit guides the job, you know, when you ask your spirit guides for something and then let go, this will happen for you. You are very protected, you are very connected with your spirit guides, and your dreams can come true, okay? So pile number 3, I hope you like that reading, and if so, leave a thumbs up, and I will see you next week. Bye! Hi, pile number 4, last but not least. You as usual, it's Mercury retrograde. You know it, I know it. Let's move on. As usual, I drew you some oracle cards as well as some tarot cards. You have practice. Polish your skills by practicing regularly. Sensitivity. Oh, again. I threw a card on the first reading. Sensitivity. You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. Deep freeze. cleaning house, medicine mother, honor your inner knowing, and mountains, stand your ground. For the tarot cards, we have the 7 of Wands, the 10 of Swords, the 2 of Swords, the Knight of Wands. I think you just saw my cat passing by. And the 3 of Wands. If you were wondering, you know, I just think you saw him walking past. Pile number 4. I think maybe right now you are whether leaving a job or leaving a path, like leaving an idea of your life purpose. You have the 7 of Wands and the 10 of Swords right now. Okay, and I think, yeah, this is like, this card means you're very defensive right now, and I think this has to do with something that happened, like maybe a dream shattered, like you wanted to become something, and like maybe go to a specific school, or you know, to a specific college because you wanted to do something that was my cat, you know, he's not happy when I do these readings because I am not investing into him. Yeah, what you must do. I'm sorry guys. Yeah, right now I think you are leaving like an idea behind of your job, and maybe a shattered dream. It didn't work out like the way you wanted, and right now you try to find something else that you could do with your life. Yeah, and yeah, you have to make a decision right now, or this is what comes next. I think yeah, you're very hurt with the dream that probably was not being fulfilled, and right now you have to make the decision to take action. You know, we have the Knight of Wands, so this is like an action card, absolutely. So you have to make the decision to yeah, to take action, so you know it can, you know, something can come in for you. I think right now you feel like this lion here, yeah, you feel like frozen because you know, it didn't go how you know, how you wanted, and right now you just feel like paralyzed. Yeah, this could, yeah, this is like what I feel in that reading. You feel like really paralyzed, okay, but you have to take action. You have to make changes, okay. This could you know, I know when something like that happened, it could feel like your world is turning upside down. But you know, look at the mountain upside down. You see the reflection of the mountain. Okay, so just take little, you know, just do little baby steps. Just decide to do something, anything. Okay, and right now when you do nothing, you know, nothing can happen. So so you should take action. It can be baby steps. Just, you know, like clean, spring clean your house, okay, or just a room. You know, when you have a lot of clutter, I know this room also is a little bit cluttered. I have to do that when I have time. I will, because I feel that too. You know, right now Mercury retrograde is the best time to declutter. you know, like really declutter your wardrobe, declutter your books, declutter I don't know, declutter your desk. Okay, just do something. Like little changes in your environment can help you right now. How does it say? You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. So, yeah, you're very sensitive, so you need to have a clean space. Go and dust, like very, very, like really good. Dust off your bookshelf, dust off everything. You know, when you get rid of the dust, you get rid of the old. This is energetically very, very good. And, you know, start to practice something. Just, yeah, just do something. What you know, what you would like to do right now. It just have, you know, right now it's not about yeah, you know, like finding your path that you will work on for the next 50 years. Right now it's just to get you out of that paralyzation. So just do something. I mean, she's playing the flute. If you play an instrument, then practice. If you're having a hobby like singing, dancing, crafts, whatever, then practice that, okay? And just get out of this stagnation. And you know, you need to get your energy back. You know, it needs to flow again, and then it will help you a lot and a lot. Yeah, we have the Medicine Mother and the Mountain. This says, honor your inner knowing, and this means stand your ground. So, right now it's all about you. Right now it's not necessarily about your, you know, like you don't have to decide right now what you want to do with your life. You just need to decide that you want to do something. And you know, the inner knowing is there. Don't worry, you know, the inner knowing is there, and you know what to do when the time is right. And don't let anybody tell you that you have to do it like in a certain amount of time or something, or you know, just that you know, your dream is done now, you have to settle for less. You don't have to. You just need to do changes. Little changes can help you immensely, okay? And what I see, I mean, I cannot, I don't have like a specification, like it doesn't say, unfortunately, right or something. This is of course the easiest easiest way to do these readings, but of course there are readings that are not like that. I'm sorry, that was the mic. But I see, you know, what I was drawn to was the sensitivity card, and you know, she has some crystals here, and she has a lot of jewelry, you know, and maybe what you want to do is do some crafts, or maybe work with crystals, do some jewelry crafts, like with pearls and crystals and stuff like that. Maybe hair jewelry. Maybe this would be something for you. Oh, she has, I think she also has something. Oh no, it's just an earring, but she also wears jewelry. And this is also, you know, the cleaning house. I don't know why, but it always reminds me of a tailor. You know, I think, no, there's nothing, but I don't know why. Maybe because of the shield, and it looks to me like a doll that you put clothes on. I don't know why, but it reminds me of a tailor's room. So maybe you like to sew, and maybe you design some clothes. I don't know, maybe you have a thing for handcrafting, and maybe this is what you do. Or like when you play the flute or something, or when you play an instrument, this can also be a career path for you. You can be an orchestra musician, and yeah, something like that, like doing crafts, maybe artsy, a little bit going into the arts, or into crafts, something like that. Yeah, pile number 4. I hope that helped you a little, even if I am not, could not say like for certain you are going to be like that. But of course, this is a general reading, and take what resonates. Okay. Yeah, I I have done my best, and I hope I will see you next week. Bye.